Hi, I'm Dave Malecek, head wrestling coach here at the University of Wisconsin-Lacrosse. I've been here at UW-Lacrosse for 7 years and had over 100 wins in duels. We've won 14 conference championships in the history, and we've also had a lot of national champs, a lot of All-Americans. What you're going to see in this video is our practice, behind the scenes of what goes on day in and day out at UWL. Our whole philosophy is to keep them constantly moving during practice. As you'll see, we don't sit around a lot. We want to make sure that our guys are focused for our 2-hour practices. We don't go any longer than 2 hours, maybe a little bit shorter later in the season when we're trying to peak and perform at our very best towards the end. But as you'll see, it's a lot of interaction with the kids. I make a point that we talk to all 30 of our athletes throughout the practice. It might be a little positive reinforcement, might be a correction. Everything we do is focused for those kids. Every kid in that room is important. It's not just about the 10 starters. It's about every guy in your program believing in what you're doing, believing in what you're teaching, believing in the whole system. And I think we do a really good job of that. As you'll see, Coach Needham, my assistant wrestling coach, during this video, constantly interacting with the kids along with our other assistant coaches. The things we do with our program, we've bag, borrow, and steal from everybody else. I've taken from all kinds of coaches, and not just wrestling coaches. We've taken drills, concepts, skills, philosophies from different sports. But we've also looked to the leaders in our field in the sport of wrestling, and I've taken ideas from them. Every one of our practices is planned out, but yet it has that opportunity to be flexible, to make changes as we go through the practice. Most coaches like to have great detail in everything they do, breaking it down to the very minute, where some coaches come in and wing it. I've kind of taken a little of both on those philosophies. It is set, the schedule is set, but there's also a lot of room for flexibility and to make changes as you go. I think it's key, as you'll see in our practice, kind of reading the team on how they're feeling, how they're acting. We're in the beginnings of our season. We're right here before Thanksgiving break that we're making this. And so you'll kind of see the transition that we're making from skill to skill. Not a lot of rest time. We're still trying to get that grind in. We're still trying to build that solid foundation as we hit towards the end of November, as we get into December. You'll see that our practice, we left out a couple things because we were really stressing one point, whichever practice it was. We really kind of got caught on one point. We wanted to make sure we got our technique down and some key spots that our wrestlers were struggling with competition. So I hope you enjoy this video kind of behind the scenes. You'll see that our coaches are high energy. We have some comedians on the team. We like to enjoy wrestling. We love to go to practice, coaches and athletes. And I think you'll see our guys constantly moving as they go. Along with our strength and conditioning program, I think our program is unique with our strength conditioning coach, Kevin Schultz. The opportunity that he brings to UW-Lacrosse, the information he brings, and the skill set that he has really taken us to another level. From the days when I wrestled or back when I lifted to compared to what we're doing now, it's day and night difference. I really feel like our athletes, we have less injuries. I feel like we're stronger and we're cutting less weight. We have a lot of guys that aren't cutting a whole lot of weight, and I think that's great for the sport of wrestling. It's great for us here at UWL so that we're wrestling our very best at the end of the season. So when you incorporate what you see in our practice, when you incorporate what you see in our strength conditioning program, I hope this helps your program, and we've had some success here. Like I said, we've placed in the top 4 in NCAA the last 6 years, actually last 7 years, and we've done well at the conference level, and we've had some guys do some great things. We've had 9 NCAA champs in the last 6 years. So I know the things we're doing are good, but we're going to keep getting better. But hopefully our strength conditioning and some of the wrestling practices that you see, you can incorporate into your program.